Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with a quick video of my unboxing of the Lectric XP. The date of this video is the exact day I got this, right before I went to work. It was dropped off by FedEx and I just happened to walk right out the door and it was delivered on my birthday. This bike I pre-ordered. I know I told people that I would be having a new e-bike to review. Well, I did 4 months later. So I pre-ordered it with the intention of it's supposed to be here in June. It did not show up in June. They delayed it to July. I was like, okay, July. Now, remember this. I paid $1,800 or whatever dollars it cost for this up front. Well, what happened with it? May 1st, it was ordered. I did not get it until August 4th. Yes, you heard that right. August 4th is when this bike was delivered, which really wouldn't have been an issue. But dude, Lectric XP or Lectric Ebikes, you guys took my money up front, almost $2,000, and sat on it for 4 months through the whole summer. That was kind of uncool. So I tried not to have a bad attitude when I did get the bike because it was too late to cancel it and all that stuff, because I already had my eyes set on another bike that I knew would get here in time before summer was over. But luckily the bike showed up. They could have hooked us up with, not just me, but other people. They could have hooked us up with at least like some mirrors or something. You know what I mean? Something, hey, we're sorry. We didn't know it was going to take 4 months for the bike. So anyway, the bike got here. Also, I got a delivery slip for this bike, and I had to call them because it sat in the same place for 11 days out in California, probably where it got off a cargo boat. So anyway, and then after I did that, it started moving. So anyway, it came well packaged. This was a very well packaged bike. So that was a good thing on this. The last Lectric XP I got, it was well packaged, the same as my Rad Power. I've never gotten one of these bikes where they were not very well packaged. So it came with a pretty thick manual, which surprised me. Then it came with one charger. Now the manual, after I read it, said something about 2 chargers, but that may be neither here nor there. I got to call them and ask them about something anyway on it, but I'll ask them. I'm pretty much no, it didn't come with 2 chargers. So when I went to charge it, you had to charge both batteries. So I just want to verify that's correct. That's what it says in the manual, and that's how I charged it. Charged one battery on the back and then pulled the other one out and charged it. And honestly, I still have my Lectric XP and the chargers, I think, exactly the same as that one. So I used both of them. I had it charging both of them charging at the same time. The bike is heavy. It is a chunk. It's about 75 pounds. It is also a mid-drive bike. So with that being said, being a mid-drive bike, it does not have the motor in the wheel. So that's a good thing. So what it also means is that it provides a much smoother ride than, if you've been on the Lectric XP or Rad Power, how they kind of just take off on you sometimes. This does not. So cut all the little odds and ends off of it to keep the bike protected. I didn't see any damage to this bike. Like I said, it's 75 pounds. It is a chunk. The mid-drive motor is 500 watts with a peak power of 800. Also, the actual batteries combined together are almost 1,000. So it's a lot. So it can do about 100 miles on pass 3. So pedal assist 3, which, that's in between. That's not too bad. 100 miles is actually really great. Now on full throttle, and this is with a 180-pound rider, it says. So with a 180-pound rider, it can go 100 miles on level 3. I also read a little further, and it said on pedal assist 2, they recorded over 145 miles. And also on throttle only, they recorded 50 miles. I can believe it. The battery on the back is about 2/3 the size of the one on my Rad Power Mini. I'm talking about the casing, not necessarily the batteries in it. So it's about 2/3 of the size of the one on the back of my Rad Power Mini, which has a pretty large battery for a budget e-bike. As you can see, you put the key in, it will unlock the actual, the front, that's the main battery right there, and it will pop out. And you lock it, push it down, and lock it back in. That is how you turn it on. And also, if you turn it a certain way or a certain length, you can pull that battery out too. That's more your auxiliary battery. But these batteries work together, so they drain equally when they're both in there. And I found out when I pulled out the main battery, it actually will turn on and work with the rear battery too. The power button is different on this bike, as you can see. But the build quality of this bike is actually really good. It's a chunk, like I said. It looks like a much better build than the old Lectric XPs that I used to have. So I'm actually really impressed with this bike, especially having the shocks on the front. Still got the 4-inch fat tires, which I don't know how I feel about those. I don't really care about those. I kind of like the 3-inch ones with more of a passenger, just because it helps with give you even more range. It has a way better headlight than the old one. I think they called it the premium headlight. The headlight is much better than what was on my other. Riding it, I didn't record the sound because honestly, this is really quiet in comparison to the Lectric XP and even my Rad Power Mini. And the Rad Power Mini is a version 4, so it's the last version. It's the one that's better than the Rad Expand, and they're trying to push off, which is like a bare bones of the Rad Mini. So it's super quiet. You can ride it in circles and not have it like take off on you. It literally rides almost like a regular bike, but it's like you have powered legs in a way. And it can go up to 28 miles an hour. I've already unlocked it. I'll do a video showing you how to unlock this bike also. It's a really good quality bike, to be honest with you. $17.99, I believe, is what I paid for it. Would I recommend it? Yes. But before you order anybody, make sure they have them in stock, or they can give you a real actual date of shipment. Because they kind of, us first people, they kind of pushed us off. 4 months is a very long time when you told us a month or two. It ended up being 4 months, but it arrived on my birthday. You can also check the battery measurements on each of the batteries on it. They have a little button on for that. Everything from the kickstand to everything is a much higher quality. I definitely like this bike. It's going to be going on some trips with me. Anyway, would I recommend from my initial view of it and spending a little time with it? Yes, at this point, just making sure that they actually give you a real shipping date. Just make sure of that. With that being said, I will do some videos of me riding it and a further review of it. And also when you get it, I need to tighten it up in regards to as you get with e-bikes, a lot of these ones, the brakes are squeaking and all that. So they need to adjust and just make sure everything's good to go on it, But like I said, this video is coming out the exact day I got it, a few hours right before I left for work. So I rode it for a little bit until the battery was dead, which it was half charged. And it was like 99 degrees or something out here, I think it was. And I had a black or a gray shirt on, so yeah. But anyway, I can't wait to get more time on this bike. This is Frugal Panda, and I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. And I hope this helps somebody that's interested in the Lectric XPremium. And I got it in white this time. Thank you.